should be up and running fairly soon. I've done some other modifications around this area, and I'm going back to working on houses again. Okay, going to start on work on the first house along this road, and these are the last three roads in Muldraugh. Although one of them is not very long, that's the one way over here. But there's quite a few houses along this side street right here. In this small area right here. So the first house I'm going to be working on is a single-story home, and it's pretty small. And it has a garage right next to it. And I'll put a link into the map that I'm using. Okay, this house is made up of 3 rooms, a bedroom, a bathroom, and the living room, kitchen, and dining room are sort of separated from each other by using those 2 other rooms to split up the larger rooms. Let's see how that is as I build it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now I'm counting how long the driveway should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. This one too far. The house itself breaks off to the left of this driveway, with this driveway leading directly to the garage. At least this far back, at a minimum. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Easier to use this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easier to use that. I'll turn this into a walkway as opposed to the rest of the driveway. And both the garage and the house sort of begin at the same area, so that allows me to figure out exactly where they should start. I found working downward is a little bit easier, maybe here. So I'm going to make a flat design. A window here that looks into the bedroom. A door about right here. And then there's another window about here which looks into where the kitchen area is in this house. I'll turn down the music just a little bit. Maybe down to 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm counting off the spaces inside the house. 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. 2, 3, 4. About right here is where the bathroom is. 2, 3, 4. House itself is pretty on the small side. I'm going to make the bathroom just a little bit smaller. door here to the bedroom. As I said, it's a fairly small house. It should work. The hard part and what alters, especially small houses, is the fact that these blocks are the smallest you can actually work with in Minecraft currently, probably for the foreseeable future. So all the walls inside of a house are a meter thick, and that has a huge effect on the smaller houses. Let's see, what can I do? I'm going to increase it just a little bit. And that should allow probably a slightly better view of the house. Okay, it's 3, so this should be 3 too. And this will also allow me to make the bathroom just a little bit larger as well. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And it shouldn't cause any problems with this area as well. But it'll make this house a little bit more usable. Even though, as I said, the house is pretty small. And that'll also allow me to make this bedroom just a little bit bigger. Okay, that works a bit better. So there are 3 windows. One that looks into this living room area right here, and one that looks into this kitchen area here, and one that looks into the bedroom. And the design of the house uses these 2 interior rooms to split up this larger room into 2 different nooks. So it allows it to use an open concept. It's quite nice too for a small house. For the interior, I'll use birch for the grand room or great room, the combination room. And then I'll use white terracotta for the bathroom, and then light blue wool for the bedroom. There are two ways to pull it off. One is to use blocks of wool and the other is to use carpet. And I found that this is fine for first story buildings and it's not really much of an issue. I've used carpet on the second story where you want to sometimes use a different ceiling, and it's kind of hard to actually mix and match since you can't mix and match slabs. So it's easier to use carpet up there. Okay. And now for the windows and doors. Okay, window at the front. Exterior door. And that's flush with this wall right here going inside to the bedroom. Bedroom window and living room window. No window in the bathroom. And bathroom door. Now it's just a matter of building up the walls of the house, both interior and exterior, and then doing the ceiling for the rooms, and finally the roof. At which point I'll do the garage. I've used 3 blocks usually for each of these floors, and that's usually because it allows the character to jump easy and it doesn't have the more claustrophobic feel of a house that only has 2 blocks high. Plus it also allows me to use a frame, in this case a spruce stairway, both above and below the door. I mean windows. There is one frame I've been putting above the doors. And that seems to work okay. Okay, the roof is a brown tiled roof. For the most part it's fairly simple except for the front part. For that roof I'll just use another brick and stairs and slab. The back part is going to be easy to do. It's just the middle part right here is going to be the more complicated part. And the problem is knowing exactly where to start this thing. Maybe here. Okay. So there's the roof. This little projection here. This might or might not work. I've used it on the sides and it seems to help there. I don't know. Yeah, it does help. Okay. So that takes care of that. Now the garage. Is a garage, so okay, this one has a blue tiled roof, and as I don't have a blue tile, then this purple, I've been using this purple as a stand-in. At least it does have the tiled look. The difference between the two roofs on this one is that it is not quite as steep. I'm going to use stone on the inside of this garage and gray carpet as I've been using for the roads and driveways on the outside. Six. Okay, the next house is a two-story home. It's a bit on the small side as well. The first story is made up of just one room. That is a great room with a living room, dining room, kitchen all in one. And the second story of the house is made up of just one bedroom, a bathroom, and I guess you could say a short hallway. Okay. Fortunately, I can use the house next door as a reference. And that helps with the speed of building this. there's a window roughly here. There's a front deck to this as well. I've increased it by 1 block compared to what it is. Well, for the translation, that is. Maybe I should do 3. Okay, 2 windows on the front, both looking into the living room area. 1 window right next to where the stairs are at. About here is where there's a turn here. The kitchen itself is in a nook in this area right here. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. And that should be the perimeter of the first floor. also a door in the back, roughly about here. With a window right next to it. Looking from the back. It's on the right side, sorry. So, takes care of those windows. This I use as a sort of divider. It keeps from using too much oak wood, which becomes more obvious on some of the other sides, which don't have as much windows. This side has just one window, and so this gives a little bit more variety, I suppose you could say, to it. And the various roofs are made of blue tile. But here it's a little bit more complicated. Like before, I don't have blue tile, so I've been using purple as a substitute. there for the window. Which means this one needs to be no more than this. The roof says. And I'll fix this by using the type of molding effect for the kitchen area. It'll be a little bit lower than the rest of the house, but that's not too much of a problem. Or the rest of this room, that is. And what I'm doing now is just placing the floor in. Actually, there's one thing I can do and make the first room floor a little bit up here, a little bit bigger, and that is to use slabs. Then I can also use a molding effect there too. I have a slightly different effect than the one in the kitchen. In a much larger room, it has a fairly nice design to it. Not fancy, but I think it gives a nice feel to it. Let me place some torches down so I can see better. That allows me to do different options in here. And instead of doing a sort of molding effect, I can just use slabs. That'll allow me to preserve more space in here. I'll just do it like this and only uncover what I need to. That'll separate the kitchen into two parts as well. Okay, so there's just one adjustment I need to do on the upstairs, and that is where the stairway is going to be, so I'm going to have to carve that out. There are two windows on the second floor up here that look right into the bedroom. There's a window that looks into the hallway over here, and there's a window that looks into the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I'm going to use white carpet since that makes it look like tile. And for the bedroom, this light blue carpet. Three, 4, 5, 6, maybe. I'll use Cakia for the stairs. I'll make that stand out. Get up and down with no problem. Now it's just a matter of adjusting this. Okay. Framework for the second floor. 2 doors on the top floor. Bedroom and bathroom. 2 bedroom windows. Bathroom window and hallway window. And with a house like this, it's easy to turn a house like this into a forward operating base by a small forward operating base, albeit. What you want to do is destroy the stairs using a sledgehammer. And you may want to do this before you destroy the stairs, but break one of the windows on the second floor and drop a rope ladder from it. And with this house, really the only good one to use is this window in the back right here. And that is mostly because if you drop it on right here, you'll end up on the roof, and that'll cause problems. You'll fall and break a leg. And the same thing over here. But what it means to do this is that zombies won't be able to get to the second floor because, as of yet, they don't climb rope ladders. That may change in the future, may not, depends. Probably not, I'd imagine. Unless that's just an option that you can make for zombies later on. When you build the world, that is. And create the rules for the world. And I had to use a second ceiling over this short hallway since it has a spruce floor. And for that I'll just use a birch ceiling. takes care of that. There's just one more thing to do, and that is to create a tool shed, which is off to the side of this house. Somewhere about right here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About here. 2, 3, 4. Trying to get these different spots can be quite a bit challenging. And there could be sand spots or P4. A couple other ones. And it's difficult because there are distortions that appear in Minecraft when you're translating. And these distortions make it difficult to get precise measurements. Okay, so that takes care of 2 houses. And to make these videos a little bit more manageable, when I move them over to YouTube, I'm going to end this video, this stream right now, and in a few moments I'll start it up again. So one moment while I bring it down and then bring it back up again.